numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more.
Coach, I got to tell you, you should be jealous back in that studio because we have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
180! I'm scared.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go. 90.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, what a juke into space. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Luck is going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Luck. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They've got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 1st catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Luck. And Green with a catch left side. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the
133.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take...
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards on the pickup. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
And he coughed it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Luck on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety. 11.
Out of the gun, Luck. They'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Austin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Going up top, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. That'll be taken in the end zone. Slips past him.
Where'd he go? Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Let's go, D. Big C.
They go play action. Mayfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rock. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And again, it's Chubb. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shift! Watch the shift! Regular! Hey, Alpha! 55, my guy, 55.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got one.
Now Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Let's go, Mexico! General West!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Luck now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't